What's up, everybody? Hollywood Will back with another live stream. Today is Sunday Funday, as usual, and I got some familiar products that you've probably seen but are on deal again, and some new things to show you guys. So I have about 28 products to show you, so we are going to get started right now. If this is your first time and you're watching from Amazon, welcome. You'll be able to see the carousel of products at the bottom. You can scroll through if you want to, or you can wait until we discuss them. If you are watching from social media, thank you, but you won't be able to see the products. However, I appreciate you guys watching from all over. Cool deal? All right, this first product here is the Leisure Dog Stairs. So these first two are going to be dog stairs. This first one here is a two-step. Now you have two-step, three-step, four-step, and five-step. Different colors. It is a zip-on, as you can see here. The thing about this is it is washable, and the foam already comes in form, so you don't have to worry about it sitting for a day or two to form into stairs. It already comes in form, which is great. So the top, if you want to take it off and wash it, you can wash it and then tumble dry or just hang it. But it is super convenient, and it's great for pets that are maybe too young to get up on top of the couch or the bed, or a little bit up there in age. Either way, we demonstrated it here. Dudley, he loved it. He's getting up there. I think he's like 12 or something like that, 13 maybe. And, it's a little bit tough for him to get up and down the stairs these days, or up on the couch, I should say. And this works out perfect. It's also portable. It has a handle, and it is super well priced. So definitely check that out. All right, I am going to click on this here. So yeah, right now the two-step is $39.99, but then there's a 20% discount, so the price drops to $31.99. All right, now this next one is also dog stairs. They're very similar here. Let's see, here we go. The difference between this one, these don't come already formed, so when you take it out of the box and you take it out of the wrapper and everything, you're gonna have to let it sit 24 to 48 hours until it forms. But the same thing applies here as far as the cover. It has a handle, it's portable, it's a zip-on cover. You can get different colors if you don't like the gray here. You wash it and then tumble dry, or just let it hang and dry. So same thing applies here. Super smooth. You don't have to worry about your dogs being allergic to it or anything like that. And it also comes in 2, 4, and 5 stairs, so depending on what your needs are. All right, and that one. So for the 5 stair, obviously the higher the stairs, the little bit more you're going to pay. But this one, $79.99, 15% off, drops the price to $67.99. And again, you have different colors to choose from. Just go through that. Me personally, I'm like this a lot with a lot of things, but if you are just worried about saving money like I am, color to me doesn't really matter. I get it if you're trying to like mix and match, or I'm sorry, trying to match like your, let's say, bed sheets to your covers or something like that. That's fine. I still don't do that, but a lot of people do. But in this case, I would just look for the color that has the best deal, and I would run with that. That's just me personally. All right. Speaking of bed sheets, this next product is by Bedsure, which is one of my favorites. I use Bedsure for my blankets, my bed sheets, pillowcases, pillows, everything. This here is the double stitch. Right off the bat, I love how it is in a bag with the drawstring, because if you wanted to re-gift, this is perfect. I'm not much of a person who is good at wrapping presents, so this is something where I could just be like, here you go. And it's already like ready to go to give to somebody. But it's super soft. They do have a couple of different colors in stock here, so you have to take a look at that. And it is always well priced. Bedsure will always have some sort of deal for you. That's another thing that I like about them. So definitely check this out. This is the gray, by the way, in case you guys did not know. Has a card. The card just basically gives you information on how Bedsure started and all of that stuff, and then it has like your warranty information as well. But again, makes for a great gift. You do have a couple of color options, and it is super, super soft. All right, we are right now. Yeah, see, I knew it. They always have some sort of deal. Right now, the gray set is $119.99, but then there's a 50% coupon clip. Do not be like Hollywood Will. I forget to clip coupons all the time, and then I walk around pissed off for the day. Don't do that. Just click the coupon, save 50%, and get premium bed sheets for half off. All right. So this next one is one of my favorites. This is the Rory 3-in-1 charger. It is an Apple Watch charger, and you can charge your phone devices, both iPhone Lightning charger, Android, and the newest iPhone USB-C charger as well. The only thing that I will tell you right up front, if you're going to charge 3 devices at a time, plan for it to take a lot longer because you are sharing the wattage. You're not just, you know what I mean? It's a fast charger, and it doesn't take overly long if you're charging one device. If you're charging 2 or 3, then you're splitting that by half or by thirds, and it's just going to take that much longer. So different colors to choose from. You have your white, black, blue, and green, I believe. Another thing that I like about this is that it's small. You can put it in your pocket. I've carried this to many different Eagles games, Phillies games, tailgates. I took it to the Drake concert at Penn State College a couple of years ago. I've had this for a while and have been using it for a long time. So when I tell you this is something that I believe in, I definitely believe in it. It's also small enough. If you notice the O-ring there, you can clip that onto like your keychain if you wanted to. You can clip it onto your backpack. You can even clip it on. I have a 128-ounce water bottle that I take to tailgates because I have to keep hydrated, and I clip it to that, so I'm not carrying 2 things at once. So pretty awesome there. It does come with a charger to charge it up. It takes, to charge up the device itself, it takes about 2 hours. And then you are good to go. And I can get about 7 to 10 charges for the Apple Watch. I don't own an Apple Watch, but I did test it out. And then for my Android, when I had an Android, I was able to get about 2 charges. Now, so far, I've used this once for my new iPhone 16 Max Pro, and I got about 2 charges, and there was still 1 dot left where I could have got more charge if I needed to. So just to put that in perspective. All right, let's see what the damage is here. So I was right about the colors: white, black, blue, green, pink, and purple. Right now, the white one has a double discount, $32.99, 6% off, drops the price to $31.05, and then you have an additional 15% coupon clip. The black one looks to be cheaper overall. So the black one is normally $32.99, but 20% off, limited time deal only, drops the price to $26.37. It looks like they're all $26.37 except for the white one that I showed you, which seems to be the less of a deal. So again, blue is my favorite color and black is my second favorite color. So I would be good there. If you guys don't care about color, then just grab one and save some money. All right. So this next one here I just used yesterday. This is the Fit King calf massager. I stand by this calf massager all day long, especially if you guys have followed me on social media. You see that I have, over this last month, 6 weeks, I've been in the gym 5 days a week consistently. Lifting, I'm down a couple of sizes. I'm hoping to, even lose more. But when I do my lower leg workouts, especially calf raises, oh my goodness, I have a personal trainer and she puts me through it. I can't walk for like 2 days walk correctly. I can walk, but I can't walk correctly for like 2 days. And this thing is a godsend because I don't have to go get a massage. I don't have to leave the house. I don't have to worry about insurance costs or anything. I can use these when I want, and I can use it as much as I want. So I program it, for 20 minutes at a time, and then I just go for it. Now there's 9 different modes as well. So if you don't like the current mode, you have several options to make those calves feel better. Now it's not magic. You know what I mean? Like your calves, if you lift with your calves, this is not going to make them not sore again, but it's just going to really alleviate a lot of that soreness. And I do that, a couple of days in a row after I lift, and it works out perfectly. So, highly recommended and super well priced. Let's see what kind of deal we have here. So, not bad at all. So normally it's $118.98. 24% off drops the price to $89.99. Now remember, you're paying $89.99 once. When I go get a massage, granted it's a full body massage or whatever, but I'm still paying almost $200 a pop. And let's say if I go once a week, or if I just go and get leg massage, it's I would have to keep paying that, right? Or I can just get this. You can also, Fit King also has full leg compression if you want to do that as well. And I would rather have it at my own convenience and not have to keep paying and paying and paying and paying. And I'll just take this and use it whenever I feel like it. Again, that's just my thing. Let me see. Am I missing anything in the comments here? I cannot see social media comments. I can see the YouTube comments, which it doesn't seem we have any. I cannot see, and I can see the Amazon comments, obviously. So, but my apologies. I can no longer see the other social media comments. So, all right. This next one is the ESR iPad Pro hard case. This is awesome for you clumsy people. Or if you just want to be hands-free, I'm going to show you guys this here in a second. All right, so check this out. This is, like I said, you can be hands-free. You can move it to different heights. You can watch your favorite movie, or if you're reading, or if you're writing, or whatever you want to do, you have your magnetic case there, and you can turn it horizontal or you can turn it vertical. You can set it up higher or you can set it up at a lower angle, but there are several different angles that you can put it at to make it easier for you to read, write, or watch. Again, it's a hard case, so if you do, like if it falls off the bed, falls out of the car, something like that, you're fine. I wouldn't try to toss it, just to see if it's gonna, to see if Hollywood was lying or not. But I've already dropped it a couple of times, which is crazy because I've never, ever dropped a phone. I've never had a hard case for my phone until now, but I still have never dropped a phone. I've come close a couple of times, but I've never dropped a phone. But my iPad, I've dropped multiple times. It's crazy how that works. All right, let's see what we got here. So you do have different colors to choose from. The color that was shown in the video is the blue one, which is $43.99, but the color, there are multiple colors here. So there are 8 colors. So just to put it in perspective, the black one is also $43.99. The maroon one that you see in the Amazon is $45.99. So that one is a little bit more expensive. So it looks like the blue one and a couple of others are your best bet at $43.99. So, which isn't terrible by any means, because I've seen some that are way more expensive. This is the 2024 Pro 11-inch case. So definitely check that out if that is something that you are in need of. All right, sticking with the ESR seller, this is the portable monitor. This is one of my favorites. So this here is your 15.6-inch portable monitor. If you are a designer maybe, or if you are a coder and you want to drag and drop, or you need two screens. If you are into stocks, I'm into crypto heavy. So, I kind of watch a couple of different exchanges at the same time. But more importantly, I use it because I need my sports while I work. So while I'm working on all my Amazon related stuff as an influencer, I like to have sports on at all times. Like last night when Duke let me down and they busted my bracket. I'm still upset about that. But anyway, this here is pretty awesome. It's 1080p. You do have two connectors for this. You can connect it either via USB-C to USB-C or HDMI to HDMI. As you can see here, there's also a kickstand. The kickstand is pretty cool. So obviously you don't have to have that big, you've seen monitors with like the big base at the bottom. You don't have to worry about that. Not having that big base makes this portable. You also get a black sleeve that looks like a laptop case maybe, but it's super thin and super sleek. You can just drop that in there. What I do is I drop that in there and I take that whole thing and I put it in my backpack. So I've carried it on planes, on my backpack with my laptop, and there were no issues at all. So you can turn it to vertical if you want to. Now check this out. I want to tell you, if you turn it to vertical and you have it plugged into a desktop or a laptop, you have to physically go into the display settings so that it fits. It's not going to just rotate on its own. If you have it plugged into your phone and you can rotate your phone however you want, and it'll automatically, like, you don't have to go into your settings for your phone or anything like that. So you can just boom, boom, good to go. Just wanted to give you guys a heads up on that. So great quality picture. I like it. I will continue to use it. I will continue to travel with it, and it is definitely recommended. All right, let's see what we got here. Now, check this out. This is one of the few that I've purchased with my own money. Because, if they tell you that they're buying everything, then they're lying to you. Because I get probably 95% of the things sent to me. I bought this with my own money before I was a live streamer. And I paid $199 for it. I've seen it for $179. I've also seen it for $159. Normally it's $159.99. Right now it's 44% off. So you can literally get this 1080p 15.6-inch monitor for $89.99. Now, if that's not a steal, I don't know what is. If you take a look at the price of other name brand monitors that are portable, that don't have that big base, that have the two different types of connections, the kickstand and the picture quality, and you find it for $89.99, I challenge you. I don't think you will. But let me know if you guys snag it, and let me know how you guys like it. All right, so this next product is a fun one. This is the over-the-door organizer. I say it's a fun one because it literally had no installation at all except for like these hooks. And that's it. You guys have followed me long enough to know and have heard me complain. I am not good at installing anything unless it's security or IT related. Being a former IT guy, I can build you a computer. I can install security cameras. I can do all of that. But anything that requires building, I can't do. So when I saw this, I was like, oh yeah, this is going to be pretty easy. I don't own this anymore. My daughter snatched it from me. She uses it. She hung it over her door, and she uses it for her smelly sneakers because she wears sneakers with no socks. Crazy. But, teenagers, what are we going to do, right? Pretty easy, self-explanatory here. It has the built-in circles like rings, and then you stick your hooks through it, hang it over the door. You have your see-through plastic so you can kind of see what's in there, and then you have your dividers that you see me holding there. And you put it in, and that way it fills out the space, and then it stays pretty sturdy. And then you can put your knickknacks, your clothes. You can put, if you want to use it for your little kids, you can put your kids' toys in there. You can put stuff that's out of reach because your kid, is smaller. There's also mesh pockets on the side for extra storage space. So there are different colors to choose from, and like I said, super easy to put together and super convenient. Clean up some of that room, take stuff off the floor, whatever, things that you don't have room for, you can just pile it and put it in there. You can even label it if you wanted to. All right. So this one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 different colors and styles. The one that I just showed you is the gray, and that is on double discount. So normally the price is already, low anyway at $32.99. 24% off drops the price at $24.99. And then you also have a $5 coupon clip. So you're reaching in with both hands, taking out those discounts. Let me just click on a couple others. So there's a lighter gray, a little bit more expensive, only 18% off, $26.99 is the price. Pink one is a very popular sell, but it's also one of the more expensive ones with zero deal whatsoever at $32.99. 4,988 reviews, all 5 stars. Rare that you see all 5 stars, but I'd tell you, hey, check out some of these reviews. Don't just take my word for it. Still going to be all 5 stars. All right, keeping this moving. So this here, fun topic. This is a drawer organizer for your, as soon as I find it. Here we go. So this is a drawer organizer for your forks, spoons, all that good stuff. This is the only time that I believe in segregation. Don't cancel me, Amazon. But seriously, don't open the drawer. Like if you open the drawer, and if I open a drawer and I see whether if it's like a hotel or an Airbnb or something that I'm staying at, or I come to a friend's house and your stuff is just all bunched together, raw dog in the bottom of the counter like that, I'm not staying, or I'm not eating anything. I'm just saying. Just saying. Get this nice and stylish, different wood colors, wood styles. If you don't want the narrow one, there's a wider one with 12 slots instead of 6. And then you can just put your forks, spoons, knives, etc., in there. No installation whatsoever. You literally take it out of the box and stick it in the drawer. And then take all those spoons, forks, and such and divide them as needed. So the price here is well under $20. Normally $26.98, not a bad price to begin with. 37% off drops the price of $16.98. Almost 1,800 reviews, 4.5 out of 5 stars. I'd be curious to see why this is not 5 stars. Like, because sometimes it's not the seller's fault, right? I'm not sticking up for the seller whatsoever because sometimes they're very much at fault. But sometimes, as emotional people, we get on there and we're like, it didn't come when they said it was going to come. I didn't get a tracking number. It was lost. It was stolen. It was damaged. It was rained on. Whatever the case is, we put all of that in there sometimes, and that brings down, the rating. Sometimes, though, it's like, I didn't order this. You know what I mean? Or they messed up. They promised me this. So, yeah, sometimes, a lot of times, it is a seller's fault. Either way, do your due diligence. Check out some of those reviews and see what's what. All right, now we're getting into the speakers. Soundcore Boom by Anchor. Let's see where that is. All right, so I like this for quite a few reasons. Number 1, the handle. Number 2, the size. Number 3, and this is a big one, it is floatable. Like you can toss this, and waterproof. You can toss this in the water with you if you're in a pool party, barbecue. If you camp for whatever reason, I'm not a camper, so I'm not going to be out there. But if you're out there camping and sitting and rafting in the lake and doing all that stuff, you can put your speaker in there and it still works great. Another thing, it has mega bass. You're already at a 24-hour play. If you use the mega bass constantly, I don't know why anybody would listen to music all day like that, you're going to get 4 hours less. So instead of 24 hours, you would get 20 hours of play, right? I'm not going to listen to music 20 hours straight. I need to sleep at some point. But also, each side, as you saw, has the LED right there and the bass. So you get like a little light show there, which is pretty awesome as well. There's an app for that, the Soundcore Anchor app, completely free. It's not one of those apps where you have, a subscription or something in app purchases or anything like that. It's just free across the board, and you can make sure you have Wi-Fi and then connect all your Anchor devices, all your speakers and such, and it runs beautifully. So pretty cool. All right. Let's see where we are here. 3 different colors to choose from. You have your green, blue, and black. It looks like your black one is the cheapest one. The green and the blue are $109.99 after a 15% discount. The black one is $129.99 with a 23% discount. Drops the price to $99.99. So you got a good deal there. All right. Any questions in there? Nope. I rarely get questions. I used to get questions all the time. I see people in here, a lot of people. Thank you. Thank you for the hearts as well. I appreciate that. All right. Another speaker here. This speaker, same brand. It's just the Boom 2 Plus. So the difference is the size. It's a little bit bigger in size. Also, you have your little rings here on either side. Also comes with a strap. If you guys can see there on the right-hand side, there's a strap. I wouldn't pay the extra money for the strap. This is just me. The sound is very similar to the Boom 2, and I'm not going to get it and carry it with a strap at all. With this also, the Mega Bass, again, 4 hours takes away from the total time play. So it's a total time play of 20 hours. If you use the Mega Bass the entire time, you're going to get about 16 hours of play. Still waterproof, still use the same app, still the LED light show, plus the bass. So all of that golden, but you're paying the extra money for what they say is higher quality. It is 140, I believe it is. 140 watt, and the other one was 80. So there should be a difference, but I didn't hear much of a difference. That's just me. All in all, though, I would put Anchor, Soundcore up against any of those other big name brands, and they would hold up just fine. All right. See, this is considerably more expensive. Same 3 colors available, $249.99 is the cost. 28% off, drops the price to $179.99. Almost 1,800 reviews, 4.5 out of 5 stars. So definitely check one of those. So, got to see my buddy Juan and Bree, the parent game. You guys are familiar with them, of course. I will be seeing them for the weekend. So my live stream will be this Wednesday. So we're moving it up until I'm not going to be here next Sunday. So we're moving it up to this Wednesday. Just wanted to give you guys a heads up. All right. Now we're going to start talking about some Govee products. So this is a Govee Life hygrometer. Your hygrometer is essentially a thermometer, but it also will give you more data, like your dew points, for people who grow things, for people who have a greenhouse, or for people who have, like me, I'm autoimmune deficient. So there's, certain temperatures that I don't want to be in because I would, start to get sick, or I would, start to cough, or I also have asthma or something like that. So a hygrometer would work really well. Here's the thing, the Govee Life product. So in this case, you connect the hygrometer, you can read the data, you can be updated all through the app. So you don't have to keep walking back and forth to the room to check on anything. If you have a greenhouse, a big greenhouse, you would get a couple of these. They're very low priced. And you can easily get all your data sent to you within the app. So it makes it a little bit more convenient. Let's see how this is price-wise. These are very, very inexpensive. So total price for one is $11.38. It was $11.99. 5% off drops it to $11.38. It's still very cheap. If you want to get a 2-pack, you can. The 2-pack is $31.99, and then you get a 38% coupon clip. So essentially the same price, Let's see here. We have another one I want to show you guys really quickly. Another hygrometer by Govee Life. The difference is there are color options here. Okay, so this is the second hygrometer. The only difference really, again, this is slightly bigger. You also have option of a white one and a black one, and this also takes AAA batteries instead of the round lithium watch battery. So, but both of these, batteries come with it, which is great because nowadays, you're always stuck oh, batteries not included. And batteries aren't cheap these days, good ones anyway. So the fact that it comes with batteries and the fact that these batteries can last up to a year is crazy to me. So that is also very, very, very beneficial. Super easy to install. If I can put the batteries in, anybody can. Some of these Govee products we're going to talk about, you kind of need a little tiny Phillips head screwdriver. But in this one, you did not. You just pull off the back and add your batteries, and you're good to go. And also, don't forget to add it to the Govee Life app. All right, so this one here is super popular, 4.5 out of 5 stars, over 1,800 reviews. The black is $13.99, 20% off, drops the price to $11.19. Slightly bigger and takes different batteries. That's really the only difference. You also get 2 years data storage. I should have mentioned that. My apologies. You get 2 years data storage if you need that. All right, what do we got here? Your next product is Govee Life Oil Diffuser. So, full disclosure, I wasn't too sure what an oil diffuser was 6 months ago. Once it was sent to me and I started using it, then I understood. I understood the assignment. So this here, pretty awesome. You have two options. You can get the one without the white noise. It's going to be a little cheaper for you, or you can get the one with the white noise. Pretty self-explanatory here. It runs up to 36 hours as long as you don't have it on high. Just dump your water in. Try not to dump it on the table like I did. And then you can put your diffuser in as well if you want to use, some kind of scented diffuser or whatever, or oil, I should say. You absolutely can. Here's the thing. You have a few options where you don't need the app. You can use it as a nightlight. There are 3 or 4 different color options. There's also sound. So like wood and fire crackling, there's ocean, there's running water, there's thunderstorm. And then if you connect it to the Govee Life app, you'll have a lot more options to choose from. And it's really pennies on the dollar. You might as well just get the one with the white noise. You know what I mean? It's all in one, and you're only going to pay, a few more. So nothing big. It's also super small, which is surprising because you would think if you want to cover like an entire room, then you would want something bigger. But this covers up to like 550 square feet, so it's pretty cool. All right. Hey, Woodrich Jr., thank you for the Amazon follow. Much appreciated. Hopefully all is well. All right. I always encourage, I know I get like a lot of support from, my Amazon following, ton of support, and I appreciate you guys. But feel free, ask questions if I don't answer something. I get a lot of emails and DMs, and that's fine because I always check my DMs and I always answer them the minute that I see them. So, but if you guys ever have questions, comments, or just have a regular conversation, hop on over to Amazon Live and we will chat it up. All right, so this next product is Ugreen. So this is this is fun. So this is a charger back, but it's like a robot. Let me get to that as soon as I find it. Here it is. All right, so this is not your normal charger. I'm going to show you guys this. It literally looks like a little robot. And then when you plug it in, the little face like lights up too. So pretty cool. The great thing about this is like the feet there, it'll stand up on its own. When you're ready to use it as a plug-in, just take the feet off. Super simple. Don't lose the feet. They're magnetic, so you can stick them to the fridge. You can stick them to any like metal surface so you don't lose them. And then you can just plug this in. So this is a 65 watt fast charger. You have 3 connectors. So you have 2 USB-Cs, which everything seems to be USB-C now. And then you have your traditional USB-A. So sorry folks, no lightning charger here. You would have to look elsewhere for your iPhones, unless you have the 16 Pro Max, and then you are USB-C. So, but like I have my MacBook Pro here, I can use it for that. I used to have, my Androids, I can use it for that. Anything USB-C, old school USB-A, you're good to go. So here's the thing, when you plug it in and your devices need charging or they're completely dead, the face will have like a little frown face. If it's in the middle of charging, it'll just have like the straight line face. And then when it's charged, it'll have like the smiley face. So pretty awesome there. Very clever. Ugreen has regular charger backs as well if you don't want that, but I thought this was, fun and well priced. All right, let's see. So it is on deal right now. Normal price is $49.99, 35% off, drops the price to $32.49 for the gray and black one that I just showed you. There are 2 different color options. There is a very pink, white, blue, gaudy looking one that I don't like at all color-wise. That's also on deal, and the price, it looks like they're all the same. $32.49 is the price before tax. And then you have your purple and white. I'm not crazy about it, but it's not as bad as the other one at $32.49. But the gray black one, I like it a lot. It gives off more robot vibes to me, making it fun. And you can actually see the screen a little bit better than those bright colors, just my opinion. But then again, I wear glasses and I'm like blind, so who knows? What do I know, right? All right. Now we're going back to Govee Life. Govee Life water leak detector. So let's talk about this for a second. So your water leak detector is exactly what it sounds like. You're going to take your gateway, which is nothing more than your plug. You are going to connect that to the Wi-Fi. You're going to push the button on there. There's a button on it, and then it'll light up. You're going to go in the Govee Life app, and then you're going to see it, connect it, and then you're going to pull the tape out like you just saw, and then you're set to go. Put those devices around like your water heater or maybe underneath the kitchen sink, underneath your bathroom sinks, anywhere where there's like a leak that could happen or has happened in the past. Because the last thing that you want is to leave and come back with this crazy flood. Here's the key thing and why I love Govee Life. So once it's connected, you are going to get updated. Now, if you're in the house, you're going to hear an alarm that's pretty loud, much louder than a fire drill alarm, and it's more like high pitch. So it's very annoying, but it does what it's supposed to do. If you are not there, you will be notified in real time through the app. You will also be emailed as well. So this way you know, oh, there's a leak. Let me go home and see. Let me read the data. Let me see what's going on. If you need to leave work or if you need to rush home for whatever reason because of this leak. You know, those water heaters are pretty expensive, just saying. Now, you can get, let's see, so this is the 4-pack. So you get 4 sensors, and then you get your little gateway or plug. There are others that you can get, and we're going to talk about that here in a second. All right, so the $4.99, and then you're also going to get a $10 coupon clip. So again, don't forget to get your extra discounts. Now, if you want something larger, you can get 6 sensors. I mean, if you live in a mansion or something, you can get 6 sensors and the gateway plug, and that's $119.99 with a $30 coupon clip. 1,037 reviews, 4.5 out of 5 stars. So pretty popular. Again, check out some of those reviews, see what other people are saying, good and bad, and go from there. There's another set that we're going to talk about here in a few, but I don't want to jump out of order. So this next product is the Govee Smart Electric Tea Kettle. Let's go to that. Where are we at? Here we go. So, tea kettle. Check this out. First of all, sleek, black, matte finish. You can connect this. This is also, you can use Alexa for this if you want. This heats up super fast, and it heats up all the way up to 212 degrees. So if you are a tea drinker, or if you just want to have it sit at your desk over there like I do and just have it look fancy. In my defense, though, I got to tell you, in my defense, here at the co-work space, in my membership, like everything's free. So like I already get coffee, I can get tea, they have a really expensive espresso maker or whatever, and they do that every Tuesday. There's happy hours on Friday. So I really don't have a use for this anymore. So it just sits at my desk, but I don't want to get rid of it, and I don't want to sell it. So I keep it. But anyway, you can use this for if you want to wake up to it, percolating or making the noise or whatever, whistling, you absolutely can. You can program it that way. Again, you can use it for Alexa. And within the Govee app, you can, if you feel like you forgot to turn it off and you already left, simply open up the Govee Life app and toggle off, and that plug is off. It's turned off. That machine is turned off. That kettle is turned off. So great safety feature as well, right? All right. Why did I just close that out? I'm all over the place here. Okay. So there is a slight deal here. Right now it's $79.99, 20% off coupon clip. Here's the thing. It's also 1200 watt, and the heating is super quick, like I said. But here's the thing. Are you guys familiar with Fellow? I also own that. Fellow is a competing brand. They have the same gooseneck tea kettle, and it's $199. No discount. Look it up if you don't believe me. This one's $79.99. Look at the features. Compare the two. I tell you, I kid you not, I use both of them. I have no issues with Fellow, so I'm not dogging them. I'm saying, had I known then I would not have paid $199, I would have paid the $79.99 for this one. And then I get the app, and I can control and I can install and connect all of my Govee Life, my oil diffusers, my tea kettles. Even if I have, like, for example, this ring light that I'm using, which makes my face glow. Let's just take the ring light, for example. And I get a Govee Life adapter, and I plug that in, and then I plug the ring light into the adapter. Now all of a sudden it's Govee Life, and I forget to turn the ring light off. Those lights can burn out, and I don't want to waste it. Get on the app, boom, it's off. So gotta love that. Gotta love that. All right, let's see. Keeping this moving. Speaking of Govee Life, we have another one here. This is the humidifier. which I also use all the time, being asthmatic. I swear I have so many, like, not serious health issues, but just like stuff on my side of the family, like psoriasis, autoimmune deficient, or whatever. And then I developed asthma as I got older and heavy. So the humidifier is a game changer, especially Govee Life, because I'm lazy. I'm like the hardest working lazy person you've ever met. I will work 7 days a week, and then I will not pick up a remote if it's too far away. I will use my phone and make that a remote all of a sudden and turn off the TV. In this case, I don't know why this is the hygrometer playing. My fault, guys. Here we go. So this is the humidifier here by Govee Life. 36 hours, you can run it as long as it's not on high. Again, there's like a little night light you can use. It wasn't very like bright. So if your ass is scared of the dark, I suggest get a better night light. But they do feature it as, you can use it as a night light. I just found it a little bit dim for it to be like a strong night light. So you can use this, connect it to Google Home or Alexa, and then again, connect it to your Govee Life, and you are set to go. It is very self-explanatory. Pop the lid off, fill the water up to where it's supposed to, turn it on, let it run, let it do its thing. It's as simple as that. Let's see if we can find a deal for it, though. And we certainly can. So check this out. Up to 36 hours, like I said, Wi-Fi, voice, and remote control. $79.99, 40% coupon clip. So make sure you clip that coupon and save some money. All right, let's see what else we got here. So we have like an ab roller. I'm not going to spend too much time on that. The ab roller is $13.99. I don't have a video on that, and I'm not going to get on the ground and show you guys my very strong, powerful one ab crunch that I can do. Maybe next time. But I just wanted to put that out there. So we do have another Govee Life water detection, and so I'm going to play that video for you guys here. All right. Now I'm getting messages, but they're in YouTube. I will answer that in 1 second, sir. All right, so this is a 3-pack. Basically, you get your plug, as they also call, excuse me, excuse me. They also call it the gateway. It's nothing more than the plug. Activate that, pull the little strip out on the other two. You're gonna need, when it's time to replace the batteries, you're gonna need a Phillips head miniature screwdriver to get in the back there, and you'll be able to change the batteries out. But the batteries should last you up to 2 years. So that's what they're saying. I haven't had it for 2 years yet, but I do have them strategically set, both sets. So the first one that I showed you and this one, just to kind of, see and make sure things work. So I did test it out here, and it worked very well. Unfortunately, Amazon is very strict about music, and all my videos had music in them. So even though it was royalty-free music, they didn't care. So that's why you're unable to hear. But anyway, this worked great. Again, Govee Life app is life. You can install the Govee Life app. It's free. And then just add these to it, and you're good to go. All right. So I still have a few more to show you guys. We'll get into accidents. Don't hold your phone. Don't look down at your GPS or look over. I know some people that hold their phone this way, hold it down here, have it on their lap. It's just crazy. Just, get something that's very inexpensive and install it, and then put your phone up there. You know what I mean? One time I was literally in a car and the Uber driver did not have like a case and he was holding his phone and then he put it on his lap. Now I let it go because I was in the city, in Philadelphia, and I was only going like probably a 10-minute ride. I let it go. I didn't say anything because I didn't want my rating to go down either. But it definitely, wasn't like safe and you shouldn't do that. So let's get back to this here. This is very easy to install. You saw like you had your hook, right? So your hook is like this way. If you have a venting system that goes this way, then obviously you're going to turn it, boom, and then screw it in. If it's a venting system like that in the rental car as you see in the video, then just boom, pull it back, and then twist it until it's tight. And then you can rotate the base any way you want to. There's a button you saw, and then it was very easy to put in, and that's how I install it. And I still, to this day, use it in the caddy every single day. Put my phone up there. I make calls. I don't have to push anything. It's just up there. If I need to look at it for GPS, it's right there. So just makes it easier and safer. All right. So this one's already under $20 to begin with. 3 colors to choose from: black, blue, and purple, all $19.99. And then you get a 20% coupon clip as well. Trending up, 228 reviews, 4.5 out of 5 stars. When I first got this and started using it, it had like 15 reviews. So it's definitely trending up. All right, this next one, heated blanket. Depending on where you live, you probably don't need it anymore, but it's always good to have, especially if there's going to be a deal, to get it in the off season and then just have it ready. But hopefully, I'm in Pennsylvania, so in Philadelphia area, so hopefully I am done with the heated blankets. But I did use this all winter. This is my 3rd winter with it, and I absolutely love it. Now, there are different color options and different sizes as well. It's reversible. It's very, very comfortable and soft. You have your big remote, and most importantly, it has an automatic 2-hour shut-off timer. So you're not going to burn up. You're not going to burn the house down or anything like that. It will shut off. So good deal there. You do have other color options to choose from. So I'm showing you the black and white one right now, which is $59.99, over 6,000 reviews, 4.5 out of 5 stars. But you also have your gray, your blue, and your like light blue. And then your sizes are twin, queen, full, and king. All right. I believe that is my time. Yep, that is. Okay, well, that is my time for today. Hopefully, I was able to share some, deals that you guys may have needed or wanted or know someone who does need those. And don't forget, I will be back this Wednesday with some awesome products. It'll be what I'm going to do, instead of having one long stream, I'm going to do 2 streams that day. So we'll have some summer stuff ready, like backyard stuff, and then we will have some other deals as well. So thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate you, and I will catch you guys on the flip. And remember, you heard it from Hollywood. I will see you guys soon.